If you are going to be in LA in the month of August, then you are in for a real treat. You should come to Beverly Hills because for this month, the month of July, they are having the Great Elephant Migration. The Great Elephant Migration is, whoops, so many people trying to take pictures. The Great Elephant Migration is an exhibit that has traveled 5,000 miles across the United States over the last year. It started in Newport, Rhode Island on July 1st, 2024. It has been to New York, Florida, Houston, all around, and this is the final stop here in Beverly Hills, July 1st through August 1st, 2025. The reason they are doing this is to bring awareness to the need for us to live, to coexist with nature. Now, you might not think that is such of a big issue here in LA, concrete jungle, for example, but you would be wrong about that. We have mountain lions in the Santa Monica Mountains and in the hills around here. We have a lot of nature and wildlife. So while we don't have elephants, we definitely do have a need to coexist with the nature that we do have here. Every single one of these elephants is a replica of a real live elephant from India. The artists sketch the elephant first, and then they build a steel frame, and then they make these amazing pieces of art. It takes about 3 months to make each elephant, and each one of them has a name next to it. This is Darjeeling, and he has had a tough time with his ears. Ouch. These are also not just for exhibit, but they are for sale between $8,000 and $22,000. These elephants are made out of a material called Lantana camara. This is an invasive plant in India that chokes the food supplies for the elephants. So that they have taken this invasive plant and they're able to use it to create these exquisite works of art is pretty impressive. I mean, just take a look at the detail on these elephants. It's so beautiful. I just passed a woman who said she thought these looked like they were made out of bamboo, and I have to agree, they do have a bamboo kind of look to them, but they are not made out of bamboo. They're made out of an invasive species called Lantana camara, and they're just beautiful. I need to become a very wealthy person because I want one of these elephants. So I need not only $22,000 to buy one, but a house big enough to put it in. I think these are incredible. The elephant exhibit is 4 blocks long in Beverly Garden Park. I believe that it mimics an actual migration of the elephants. This first block are the male bull elephants. You can tell because they are larger and they have the tusks. The second, third, and most of the fourth block are the female cows and their calf elephants. You can tell because they don't have tusks, and then they have like the little babies and the juvenile elephants. And then at the end of the fourth block is the male elephant again. If you are able to get down to Beverly Hills to see these elephants, please try to get along all 4 blocks. Every single one of these 100 elephants is a little bit different. They're in different walking positions. Some have their trunk extended, some have their trunk curled under. It's just incredible. This third block of the elephant exhibit is probably my favorite. They have the most variation of sizes and expressions and poses. It's very cool. One of the things I love about Beverly Gardens Park is that they have all of this public art available. This is Ringo Starr's Peace and Love, and I love to see it here next to the elephant. Very cool. This is actually one of my favorite sculptures here in Beverly Gardens Park, and surprisingly they didn't put an elephant next to him. If you are not from the LA area or haven't lived here in any amount of time, the name Wallis Annenberg probably doesn't mean a lot to you. This is the Wallis Annenberg Center for the Performing Arts. Wallis is a very well-known philanthropist here. She has not only given to the Performing Arts Center here, but she provided major funding for the wildlife crossing. In the 1950s, the Ventura Freeway cut between the Santa Monica Mountains and the Santa Susana Mountains, isolating the mountain lion and other wildlife populations. Over the last 60 years, this has had a negative ecological impact that ripples from the mountain lions through birds to plants and so many other natural resources. This is the perfect example of how we need to coexist with nature. The purpose of this elephant migration. The Wallis Annenberg Wildlife Crossing is a safe passage over the freeway for the wildlife. I took a tour of the wildlife crossing a couple of years ago when it was in early construction. If I can find that footage, I will show it here. They are almost completing the construction project, but it is an overpass for wildlife to go across the 101 freeway. And as much as hikers like me would love to cross it, it is not for humans. It is for the animals only. So Wallis Annenberg has been a huge part of a lot of philanthropic endeavors here in LA. Also, they had this little pop-up shop, which is a gift shop for the elephant exhibit. And if you don't have $8,000 to $22,000 to buy an elephant, you can buy something here from this gift shop and give in a small but significant way. I will also include a link in the description if you'd like to make a donation. I cannot tell you how cool it has been to see this exhibit. This is the final stop in its 1-year tour throughout the United States. 5,000 miles, multiple cities. This is just incredible. And it's going to be here in Beverly Hills until August 1st. And you're here in Beverly Hills, so you can see the other cool things like Rodeo Drive and my personal favorite, the Cupcake ATM. Find your adventure. Thank you for watching.